Welcome to Mrs. O'Brien's, hopefully, weekly little blogs about how we use the different reading strategies within our classrooms. First of all, I'm going to start off with the reading strategy of Eagle Eye. Now to us, that sounds a bit weird and a bit funny, but to the students it really helps them understand because it has a picture associated with the strategy of what we do. So the picture that's associated with this strategy is obviously an eagle. And what we say the Eagle Eye is it's all about looking very carefully at the pictures and trying to work out what the pictures are doing to help us work out the tricky words. So I'm going to show it to you first of all through two text examples of like ones that we use for guided reading. I'm going to show you how we use it as a big book and then how also we can use it not only to help us work out what tricky words are, but also how to work out how we can infer meaning from the pictures. Alright, so first of all, remember it's Eagle Eye, and I'm going to be focusing on it as how the picture can help me work out what the tricky word is that I don't know. Okay, so the first book I'm looking at is called Presents. Presents. If I didn't know that word there, I'll be saying to the child, what is this picture on here? What does my eagle eye tell me about what this word might be up the top here? I can see, they're presents. Excellent. That's what that word says there. It says presents. It goes through the story of like this. You can give a turtle. I'm thinking with my children, with the students that I'm working with. What could you give a turtle? I'm not expecting that they know what this word here says. However, I'm expecting them to use their eagle eye as to say, what can I see from the picture that's going to help me work out what this word is? So you can give a turtle some, using my eagle eye, what can my eagle eye tell me? It is some skates. Perfect, that word is skates. Next time, I'm not going to help you use your eagle eye, I want you to use it yourself. So you can give a seal, looking at my eagle eye, doesn't really help me. Turn over the page. You can give a seal. Automatically their eyes will be drawn to the picture. So there's something new that's been added and they're going to be looking at this part of the picture. What can you give a seal? You can give it a snorkel. If they didn't know what the snorkel means, I'll be hoping that in the picture that they have pointed out, that's the thing that they've said that they're going to give. I'll show you one more time with this book as to how else it can be done. No, this one's a cute one. You can give a centipede. So at this stage, we're hoping that they've realised that it's a repetitive text. You can give a, looking at the animal to help out what the tricky word is. Some has always been repeated in the book. So by this stage, we're hoping that they've got that part. We're hoping they've got you can give a, losing their eagle eye to look at the pictures to what animal it is, to work it out. Some, and then using their eagle eye again to work out what is the extra part that they've got on it. And obviously that is socks. So that's how we use it on a text level at this level. How we use using your eagle eye on a text level at this level is very much similar to the way that we used it on that level. This text is a bit more, has a bit more to it. And it goes, I have a brown, I have a furry brown coat. I have long sharp claws. I am a. So these parts are quite tricky for them to think of. I have a. Well, that's going to be tricky. That's going to be tricky. That's not, because they're going to use their eagle eye already. What's that way? They're going to use their eagle eye ready to know that that says a coat. So when it comes to this part, we're going to be saying there's two adjectives here which are describing the coat. What can you use in your eagle eye to describe the coat? What does that coat look like to you? Use your eagle eye to have a look at the picture and tell me what you can say. So we're hoping that brown comes out. Yeah, that's a great adjective. That's describing the colour of the jacket. That's terrific. This one, fur. One in the picture might be able to help you figure out what the f for furry is. So now figure it out. We're also in this part using what can I be? What other clues on this page might tell you what the boy is going to be dressed up as? What can we infer? We're starting to use that language of infer from the page of what might be involved. Look, he's a bear. How beautiful. This one. I have a That might get long as an adjective. And main. We're going to be saying this is another word, another colour word that describes what the main is. Use your eagle eyes to see if you can figure it out. Ah, golden. And again, down here, using your eagle eye on the picture, what extra information can you see that might be able to help us determine what is going to be the person is going to be? A lion. Now I'm going to show you how we use it in a big book situation. So excuse me while I just grab the big book. This big book is called The Bear Escape. So we have it. I've just got it on this part here. On the start, this is a big book that we're reading to the whole class. So it needs to cater for those students who are quite weak. It needs to cater for students who are in the middle of the road, and it needs to cater for students who need to be pushed to the next level and how we do it. The bear runs up the tree. With this one, if I'm reading it in the big class, my first question is to the ones who need this extra pumping about how to use their eagle eye. How can you use your eagle eye to tell me where the bear is going? Okay, so the bear runs. I'm using my eagle eye to see where's the bear going. Where is the bear going? Up the tree. If that person gets it, that's fantastic because I've achieved success with that person of them using the eagle eye. Again, the bear runs down the tree. Where's the bear going? It's going down the tree. However, for the people or the students who are using their eagle eye and don't need to use it all the time, I then switch to what can you infer using your eagle eye from the picture? For example, up here, the bear, I can infer that the bear is going up the tree to get honey. No, it doesn't not say the bear is up the tree to get honey, but I'm inferring that because it's got the picture there. I then infer from the picture, adding extra information into my memory bank about what's happening in the story, is that the bear is running down from the picture, running down from the tree, because I can infer that the bees have started to come out of the hive. And that's what we want the children to do when they're using their eagle eyes. Initially is to use the eagle eyes to help them work out the tricky words, help them with the extra tricky words which might be surrounding it, and then using it to infer meaning from the text. What part of the picture isn't written down here? What part of the picture is telling me a little bit extra? So that's how we'd use it with the big book. For those who are well and truly on the way to reading beautifully, this is a lovely book called The Window. It has got no words whatsoever, so it's a whole book about using the eagle eye and being able to infer from the picture. They don't have to work out any tricky words or anything like that. They just need to infer from the picture what is happening. I can infer from the picture this stuff compared to the next page. I can infer now that the child is now this old. Their likes have changed to dinosaurs. I can see all this part. So it brings out lots of discussion about a book that doesn't need to have words with it. So I hope that's helped you a little bit with how we use the reading strategy of eagle eye in our classroom. Initially, we use it for how can this picture, number one, help me work out the tricky word. Number two, help me with my reading. If I can use my eagle eye to look at the picture, I'm going to be able to work out that one tricky word on the page, or I'm going to be able to work out the one or two tricky words on the page. If I am doing that, I'm doing an excellent job of reading, and I know I'm going to be able to move on to the next part. If I'm already on to the next part and far, far, far ahead of that, I can then use my eagle eye in a different sense. I'm going to use my eagle eye to see what I can infer from the picture. What is the picture telling me that's not written down? And again, not only like in that storybook, it can be used for editorial cartoons for when they're much, much older. They can look at the editorial cartoons with you. You can look at the editorial cartoons and go, right, I can see that it means this. Literally, I can see that it means this, and I can infer this is what it's meaning. So again, just to recap, what we were doing initially with our eagle eye is number one, I can use my eagle eye to number one, look at the picture, number two, use that picture to help me work out tricky words. Thank you very much. I will see you next week with our next one. Goodbye.